Gears and Texture bundle. It's a different kind of bundle. I mean, it's something that I haven't used before, but it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed playing with it. I made 3 that were a little bit masculine, like 2.5. I mean, one, I don't know. I guess you'd say they're masculine, but then the other one, I tried to make it a little more feminine, so you could see that you can use it for girl cards too. But I really like this set. Let's see. I hope everybody had a good week and a half. I saw you a week ago this past Monday, and we did the scrapbook club. Yeah, now we're doing 4 cards again. I did a lot of the die cutting and cutting and all that, so that you didn't have to sit and watch me, so that we can just put them together and you could see that process. I wanted to remind you that the product of the month is going on still, so if you purchase $75 worth of product through me, you can get this product of the month for $5. I have to play with it because really cool thing is that if you purchase the product of the month through me, you will get a PDF full of, I think it's about 9 projects using that product of the month, free from me. It's inspiration to use it, and there's 9 people putting their projects into that PDF, so you'll get 9 different PDFs using the using the product and giving you ideas. So that would be totally free, and that would come like the first week of May then. So you have that little special. It's not actually a special, it's something that we do monthly. Christine Bertram's team, she had people sign up or start doing it, and I'm one of the people, and it's something really cool, because then you really have a bunch of ideas to use it with. I'll show you what this month, April's product of the month is. It's really cool. I have not, like I said, I'm going to use it tomorrow. I got to make something. And I know what I'm going to make. I just have to do it. But it's a really cool die cut and embossing. It's really neat. I'll show you. The other thing I just started this week, or I put it out there, and it'll start the month of May, is if you purchase Paper Pumpkin from me, I will give you for free a PDF for 2 alternative cards. No, thank you. Shh. Cards to make with that stamp set that you get in the in the Paper Pumpkin. And if you want to purchase the actual card set for those 2 cards, it would be just $17. So you get the Paper Pumpkin, and then I will send you. Why every time I go live, my dogs want to play? Most of the time, they're sleeping. I talk to you, they want to play. I don't know. So if you purchase the Paper Pumpkin from me, I'll send you the PDF for the 2 extra cards using the stamp set that you get in the Paper Pumpkin. And if you would like the actual card kit for those 2 cards, it's just $17. So that's just something I have going out there too. And of course, new catalog. Excuse me, please go lay down. Behave. New catalog is coming out in about 2 weeks, May 5th, I believe. And I'll show you the cover. We can't show you the inside yet, but I'll show you the cover. What else? I think that's everything for now that I wanted to talk about. So let's go ahead and point the camera down. Remember, I kind of have a new setup, so I'm working on it to be a little smoother. It's not going to be very smooth. You're going to see the wall. You're going to see, all the stuff, and then you will see, hopefully, the cards that are sitting down here. And then I'll show you, I'll put it right here, the product of the month. Okay, here we go. One day I will make this smoother. But until then, this is how it works for me. See my shirt, sorry. Okay, not too bad. Oh geez, my stomach looks like it's hanging over the, let's see. There we go. Is that a little better? Okay, so this is the product of the month for April, and I'll show it to you. It's a really big die. It's really cool. It's like kind of like eyelets. It's called, well, it is eyelets. It's called Eyelet Bloom Dye, and this is what it looks like. So you can get this for $5 if you place a $75 order before shipping and so are we back? I see that I'm not spinning anymore. Am I live again? Well, we'll just keep going. So when we got really interrupted by the phone call, this is the product of the month, and it is yours if you purchase $75 worth of product, and you'll get it for $5. And then along with that, you'll get the PDF of the 9 to 10 projects to give you some inspiration on what to use it for. Thanks, Vicki. Okay, perfect. Okay, so these are the cards that we are going to be making. It's we're using the Gears and Texture dies and stamp set. Like I said, they're pretty different. I don't remember anything like this. Doesn't mean that there wasn't, but they're very interesting, very artsy kind of, and I kind of really like them. They're fun to play with, and I kind of want, I think I want to do a Father's Day, maybe scrapbook layout. So these are the, I don't have them on a thing, they're all mixed up, but we'll see them because we'll be using, I'll show you them, all the dies that go with the bundle. And then the cards, we'll also be using Fabulous Sayings for some of the words, because there's no words with this bundle. And I'm using a little bit of the Delicate Whisper dies and the Stylish Shape dies. So if you purchase this card set from me, you would need the dies and the stamp set, but all the extra stuff I would go ahead and take care of. So the things that weren't in that die or stamp set. So these are the cards. A lot of fun to make. I don't know why I loved it. I love the metallics. I used 3 different metallics, and this one. Oops! Oh shoot! Sorry. Hold on. Hopefully I didn't lose any of the pieces. This one, it spins. Both of them are going to spin. First time I made it, I didn't spin both of them, but they're both going to spin. I used this card for one of my, I had a swap with the team, so I used this card for my swapping card. And this is the one that I thought, I really wanted to make a little more feminine, so you could see that it actually can be a feminine card. I love this chain. I think it's so cool. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put these to the side, and we'll start with this one. I really like this one. I don't know which one's my favorite. I really think the last one I made, which is the feminine one, is my favorite, but we're going to go ahead and start with this. We start with Basic Beige. I'm just going to, and this is how you would get it. the card set. So basic beige, and it is just 8.5 by 5.5, scored a 4 1/4. And I'm just going to go ahead and burnish that. I'm wondering why I can't see. It's because I don't have my glasses on. Hello everyone out there, whoever's watching. If you like what you're seeing, please share and like it so that, and follow if you're not. It'll just get me my videos out there a little bit more. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we will be using, why can't I think? Early Espresso and Secret Sea. And this is that, what is this called? Hold on, let me grab it real quick. I can't remember. It's a new earthen toned metallic. It's not new. I mean, it's been out for a while, since like the fall, but I love it. It's kind of like a chocolate metallic. It's just really pretty. I don't know if you can see that. But we'll be using that. And just a little bit of pecan pie. We'll be using, in most of these, we will be using the DSP from, we'll be using the DSP from Nature Walk. I've been using this a lot. I used it on cards. I used it on last April's scrapbook pages, and now I'm using it on this. So we'll be using a little piece of that, and this will be the inside and the outside. We get to do some stamping on this card. So why don't we go ahead and start with that. I'm going to move everything to the side. And we're going to stamp on this. Make sure this is the right one. Hold on. I think they're the same actually, but let's check. Yep. Okay. So we'll be, we'll be stamping on this, and we'll be stamping on this also. Pecan pie. I have my new setup. My hubby and I bought a like a garage toolbox by Husky, and it seems to be working out really nice. I'm kind of liking it. So let's pull out the stamp sets, or the stamp set. Forgot to get my box out. And we're going to start with this background stamp. It's just lines. And I got something on it. Let me get a piece of paper, because I think I stamped off. I think I should get another piece of paper, but we'll be using it just today. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stamp. I'm going to stamp off, and we're just going to, let me take this out. We're just going to add some background stamp. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's a background stamp, but you do want to turn it and make it different directions. I'm going to put this just to give it a little variety. Part of it's going to be covered anyways. Okay. Let me get my, what did I do with my, here it is. Hold on, sorry. I'm going to go ahead and wipe that off. I didn't wet it very much today. I should have. Okay, put that back. And then we're going to use the stamp right here. And I used crumb cake on this one. So we're going to go ahead and close this up. We'll bring this out. I can't remember if this is crumb cake. Let me see. Yep, it is. Okay, And this piece of DSP, I just went ahead and added this design to it. Again, a lot of this is going to be covered up, but it's just fun to give it a little extra something. Okay, and we have one more. Stamp that off. And we have this splatter. I think it looks like a paint splatter. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking it is. And this I stamped off. So stamped off, and then I put it throughout. Oops. And I twirled it and did it in different directions too. Maybe I didn't stamp it off, but I kind of like it stamped off, so. And like I said, some of them are going to be moved and, covered up anyways. Okay, that's done stamping. We have to stamp something in the middle, but we will wait on the inside of the card. We'll do that after. We get to emboss on this card too. Let me close this up, but we can do some gluing before we do the embossing. Move this out. So this is going to be glued on the Early Espresso cardstock. Just so it has a mat. Just like that. And then this is going to go on here. Like that. Okay. So I embossed all these pieces. Where is the chain? Oh, there's the chain. All the extra pieces. I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece to this piece because that's what I have to do, and then we can emboss it. Oops, turn it over. Just a little bit of glue because you don't want it squirting out all over when you put them together. So this piece goes on this espresso, the Secret Sea. There we go. And this gets embossed. Everything gets embossed. A little bit. Almost everything gets embossed. These do not get embossed. This one and this one. Okay, let me get, I used black on this. Find my black. And my embossing Versamark. Here it is. Okay, so I did a little bit, let's see if I have, am I plugged in? Yep. I did a little bit embossing on each piece because I didn't want it to be so shiny and perfect. So I don't know if you need to do this to the metallic papers, but I did, just in case, because I have a tendency of messing it up if I don't. So we'll try it and see. Even this little itty bitty one. I went a little embossing crazy, so if you don't want to do all this embossing, you don't have to. Okay. There we go. Okay. And so what I did was I just rolled it a little bit. And then I stuck it in. There's no like perfection. I'm just going to leave it to the side for a minute so I can do all of them. I just added a little embossing to each of the pieces. Just because. Even this little itty bitty dot. And this one. So I'm just dipping it in. I'm not pouring it since, oops, stuck to my finger. And the chain. And again, like I said, you do what you want. This one I might have to pour a little bit. Okay, and this one. I think, is this the last thing? I think it is. Okay, before I do anything else, I'm going to put this away. If I didn't have the big wheel, I could have done it without having to worry about pouring it, but not wheel, gear. I should call it a gear. Oh, I got a little gold in with my, oops. I must not have cleaned it that well. Okay, I'm going to put this aside because I think we're going to use it again, if I remember correctly, on a different card. And then we're just going to go ahead and put this on here. Okay. Go ahead and use our little handy dandy heating tool. I know this is not a Stampin' Up! One, I apologize, but I have it, so I didn't think I should get a new one until it dies. I've had it for so long. I love how it gets so shiny. Once it heats up, it's pretty quick. And I like how this isn't very perfect. I thought with this gears and textures, it shouldn't be perfect. You know how when we do letters, you know, words, we want it to look so perfect, but with this, I feel like it looks better when it's a little, I don't know what you call it. This, I'm going to need, this is too small. This little dot will burn my finger. There we go. So we'll go ahead. It's stuck. Hold on. There we go. Bigger pieces you don't have to use the reverse, but it's better if we, because it does get pretty hot. I don't know about anybody else, but we had some crazy weather last week, and I hope we never see it again. We had a lot of tornado warnings in the area, and I don't like that. I know nobody does, but I really, really don't like it. We don't have a basement or anything, so yeah, just doesn't make me feel very safe. This week's been very pretty, thank goodness. Rain's okay, it's just the tornado stuff. Okay, I think we got it all. I'm going to get some of this. I have a little bit of the powder still on. Okay. So we can go ahead and add this to the front of the card. Let's make sure. Yep, it's the front. Because I don't have any ribbon on any of these cards, but I feel like with all the metallic stuff, I just didn't need to put it on. Oops. So, just like that. And then we get to start adding, oh, I forgot one stamping, and that's the chain. Let me get that out. I stamped the chain coming down in Secret Sea, and it's kind of just behind. Hopefully I'll stamp it correctly because I already put it down. I just put it behind the chain itself, the metallic one. So hopefully I will get this right. Because I can't turn it over because I already glued it down. And I'm okay with that. I know it looks, but I'm okay with that because this whole card is like that. And the only reason I did that is because I have the lumpiness underneath. Okay. So the chain is going to go over that. And for me to put the chain on, I just put a little bit glue in between. Oops, hold on. In between each link, like right here. You don't need a lot. You don't want it squirting out all over. Just like that. Okay. Oops. And I just put it down. Not exactly on top. Almost like it's a shadow. Just a little bit like that. You probably did. Oops. You probably didn't even need to add that stamp. I just did. There we go. Actually, let me go ahead and shove this under. Before it settles in there. Like that. This I put on a dimensional. It's so quiet, but I have the windows open. You can hear the birds tweeting. It's so nice. Spring is finally sprung. I like spring, but I don't like all the rain that happens. And I know April showers bring May flowers, but my gosh, the barn is so flooded. It's getting better though. It's drying up the last couple days. I put this also on a dimensional, just one in the center. I didn't put this on a spinner. I only did one of the cards with the spinners, but it was fun. So I'll put that there. And then this little black dot goes right in the middle. With this metallic, you don't want to put a lot of glue because if it smears, it kind of stays. It takes a little longer to dry because of the shiny. And then, oh, this guy, this is in basic beige. I went ahead and used pecan pie and a blending brush and just gave it a little around the edges. Let me move this over. I have to get more scrap paper. I use just printing paper, the cheap printing paper. do the edges. Just like that. Again, something you really don't have to do. I just kind of like doing that kind of stuff. And then this, I just added just a little bit on each of the, just a dot. You don't need a lot. Dot, dot, not a lot. I know, 4K teacher coming out on me. Honestly, in 4K, we don't even use that much liquid glue. We use mostly glue sticks. There we go. Okay, and then we use the Secret C, and I put the Secret C one down here, right about there. So we'll add some glue. We have to do another stamping. We have to stamp the greeting. And I think I used, what are they, Fabulous, it was a product of the month, and it's called, I think, Fabulous Sayings. Yeah, I think I used that. So let's put this down. I like this just because there's a lot of texture layering. And then this one. Did I put that? Yep, I popped it up. I used a small, oh no, I think I used a regular size dimensional. Let's see if it fits. If you see it, I'll take it off. Nope, it fits. Got something stuck. I put that in the corner. Just make sure it doesn't overhang the card. Like that. Actually, I think I'm going to pick it up a little bit. No, we'll leave it. Okay. We're going to stamp on, let me get a scrap of, what is this? I could remember that, but I couldn't. Get a scrap. And we're going to stamp to a fabulous friend, and that is from Fabulous Sayings. This was one of the products of the month. If you don't have this, then you can think of, use any of the other sayings, because the Gears and Textures do not have any sayings. No words. Okay, put this aside. Put this aside. We'll go ahead and stamp this. And all I did was stamp it in Secret C, and then I just cut out like a rectangle shape close to the words, the saying. I did more stamping on the inside of the card too. But let's go ahead and do this first. My flowers are coming out. I don't have a lot of flowers. I don't have a green thumb, but I do have a few hostas, and they're actually poking up out of the dirt, which is exciting. That's something that I don't think I can kill, so I plant it. I love flowers. I love plants, but they just don't love me. So I'm just going to trim this down. Nothing specific, nothing fancy. I'm going to trim it a little bit more off the top. So I'm doing this just by visual. I'm not measuring or anything. There we go. Good enough. Okay, move this out. And what I did was took this piece and I just glued it to it looks like a little ladder, so one of this part, and then trimmed it off when it stuck out. So, glue that on, like that. And then snip it off. Just like that. And then this will go right here. I'm going to pull it down just a little bit. And this I did not put on with dimensionals. I just used green glue. I'm a dork. I need to put it on this part. This is the part that's sticking out a little bit more. You know, sticking up because it's a layer. There we go. Try that again. And I just kind of butt it up against the end, the side of the card. Just like that. Straighten it. Okay. I used this bling. In fact, I'm totally running out. They're adhesive back metallic gems, and they have I think it looks like that. It's these, I don't know what, if this is brass or what. They have gold, silver, and then this color, and I used the color I felt looked like this chocolate color. But I have to get more because I'm running low. That is, if anybody purchased this class, I would have to get more. So I can mail them out. If you'd like this class mailed to you, it is stuck $35, and that's including shipping. And you get everything but the stamps and dies that are in this bundle. What else? There, and there. I think that's everything. So let's go ahead and stamp on the inside. And that is fun. We use the same stamps we used on the outside. We used this one. And I used pecan pie. Oops. Got something in the way here. Hello, hello. Thank you. I'm going to stamp off and just do, oops, let's try that again. And I just did it right down here. And then I used the Secret C. No, well, I did use Secret C, but that's not what I was talking about. Crumb cake. Go ahead and get rid of this. I used a crumb cake, and I used for the circle that I used on the front. I really like, these are one of my favorite of the stamp set. And I just put that in the corner, like that. And then I use the Secret C for like the splotches, the ink splotches. I love Secret C. I don't know if any of you do, but it's like one of my favorite colors, and I'm gonna be sad when they get rid of it next year. Maybe it'll be one of those lucky ones that stay around. And then ink spot. Just put one here. I think I need to ink up my Secret C. It's getting light. Oh wait, I need that for the happy birthday on the inside. And then I use the happy birthday from the Fabulous Sayings. Go ahead. I love this happy birthday. The font is so pretty. I don't know if I shouldn't say pretty. It's just a cool font. I'm gonna put that. Oh, I forgot I had the chain there. Okay. Go ahead and stamp that across. Such a big, you know, like a long 2 words. Oh, I hope I didn't push down and make, oh, I didn't. See, I have to re-stamp this. It's getting really light, but I will just use it like that for now. I did a bunch of cards using this for a swap, and I really used the Secret C. My dog is barking from the bedroom, my little dachshund, telling my husband usually goes to bed early because he gets up early, but he's not home right now. And so she's in there barking for him to come to bed. Talk about spoiled, right? She's very spoiled, but very cute, so easy to spoil. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and glue this down. And this is crumb cake for the border. I like layers, as you can tell. Most of my cards have many layers. And then this goes in the center, or the inside, and we are done with the first card. Okay, there we go. Let's see, did I do them as pretty similar? I think so. Okay, there's one. Let's see, what should we do next? Let's do this one. Okay, I thought I was gonna love this one when I was making it. I like it, it's okay, but because I really like Blackberry Bliss, and it just, when I did it, it just didn't turn out like I thought it was going to turn out, but we'll go for it. So we need to do some stamping, so we'll do stamping with this, and we have to do stamping on the inside, but we'll wait on that. Put this back in here. My son, he always looks at the stuff that I make, my oldest son, and this, I think he said, was his favorite because he loves the Blackberry Bliss too. Okay, so I need basic gray, Blackberry Bliss. I think those are the 2 colors that I need. We used this stamp. It's just kind of like a speckle for a background. And I can't remember if I stamped off or not, so I'm going to check it out here. Yes, I stamped off. And I just did the right side of the white cardstock. And I moved it around so it wasn't the same. Going down. Okay, that's all I did. I think for that one. Should we do the inside while we have it? Might as well, right? The inside I did the same thing. I kind of, oh, I forgot to tell you, this is a book bind, and it's a vertical book bind. which I haven't made before. I always do them horizontally, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. My dachshund hurt her back, and she's doing better. But I can hear her walking because her back leg drags just a little bit. But she is doing better. So, okay, so that's done. Except for, yeah, that color's done. Then we used, or I used, I don't have a mouse in my pocket, it's not we. I used this little like kind of hashtag basket looking weave, and I used full strength of Blackberry Bliss, and I just did 3 of them. Oh, I needed that. I forgot I need the gray again, basic gray, like that. Maybe I did stamp off, but I'm not going to. And like that. Oops. And then on the inside, I use this same way. Okay, and then I did use the basic, or the Blackberry Bliss, using one of the gears on the inside. I didn't use it on the outside. So we'll grab the gear. It was this one. Oops, jeez, I just threw my block. And I did stamp off for this. And I just put it at the very bottom, just showing, peeking by this area. Right there. What else did I do? And I did the words on the inside in Blackberry Bliss. And those words, I used, I think, the sayings again, fabulous sayings. I used You're on My Mind. Same font. Got ink on my hands. Oh, I couldn't find my blocks, and I covered them with the card. No surprise there. Let's see. It's the inside, so let's see. I did it low. No. No. Hazel. Go lay down. I love you. Go lay down. Go lay down. Okay. There we go. On my original, I brought it down a little bit, but the way this stamp is, I had to bring it up a little bit higher. And then, I think, oh, I know what I did. Hold on. Time out. I gotta get a blending brush. Because I used the Blackberry Bliss, and I added a little bit to the outside. This was really, I guess I haven't used Blackberry. I love it, but I don't use it very often, so it was very, very strong. So I'm just going to do that. Just like that. And I think I'm done with that. I need more of the basic, let's see, nope, the basic gray, because I forgot I did the arrow. Hazel, Go lay down. I need this for the arrow. There's an arrow right here. And I did this, I think, full strength. Yeah. And I did it close to the bottom. I'm not good at measuring exact. Just like that. And then we get to play with all the fun stuff. I did emboss. I knew I had embossed again. And I used the word hello on this circle. And the circle came from the middle of one of the dies. Let's see. Oops. It's this die from the set. So this circle is just the center of this. So I have a white, extra white that I didn't use yet. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp hello. Oops, what did I forget? As I always do. Almost forgot. I remembered. Use my little pillow so things aren't staticky. There we go. Now I can stamp. Oops. Right in the center. That. Get my silver out. I think I can keep it on my little round so I don't have to dump it all over. Let's see. Can I do it? Can I get it back in there? It. I didn't make too much of a mess. Except for this top of the H, I just, there we go. Not bad. Just have a piece of hair there. Okay. Because this is small, I'm going to go ahead and use my reverse. Reverse, what are those called? Pictures, but I can't think of what they're called. I'd even do it from behind, but I don't know why. I just don't like doing it that way. I like doing it straight on. That's a good way of getting a new one, right? No, it's fine. I will grab it. Okay. So I use that same blending brush and just blend it around the white circle too, just so it wasn't so white. Okay, and I got something on it, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, this is what it looks like. I have a lot of stuff in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down. We're going to add glue. This is the bookbinding. So it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 and 3 1/4, I think. Let me check. Yeah. So it gives like this bookbinding. I've always done them horizontally. I've never done it vertically. And I thought, why not? Let's try it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I used everything with this. So in the screws, here, let me bring this over. In the screws, there are these little X's, and I even used those little X's. And I put one here. Hopefully I didn't lose any. One here. And one down here. I'm going to let that dry just a little bit so it's easier to put them on. Here's one of them, and I hope I find 2 more in here. Hopefully I didn't lose them. I told myself oop, here's one. That I should have put it in a little baggie, but I didn't. I have one more somewhere, hopefully. Darn, I may have lost one. We'll keep looking. Oh, there it is. Yay, the 3. You see them? I'm going to leave them right there. Move this here. Okay, so this should be good now. I'm going to go ahead and burnish that a little bit. And that'll help from keeping it glued down. There we go. So on this, what I did was I took, it's a piece of the DSP from the Nature Walk paper and a piece of the Blackberry Bliss, and I just added it and gave it a little matting around this, around the DSP. Just like that. And then I took the chain that I cut out of the brush. It's called, nope. Oh, darn. I need to cut another piece out. Oh, we'll do that later. I'm not going to make you watch me. I forgot that I cut it, and then I cut out another one and just trimmed it down. So I will glue this down, and I'll cut one out later, so then you don't have to watch me cut it out. This is out of the, what is this called? The brushed. Oh, look, 1 second. Let me just finish gluing this, and I'll look for it. It's not the shiny stuff. It's the newer. It's got like a brush look to it. The silver. I really like this stuff. Okay. So I'll put this down, and you'll just pretend. We'll just pretend it goes all the way down, and later I will make it go all the way down. So I just cut another one. I think it's 3 links, and just put it down here. What is this called? Brushed? No, totally wrong. Lunar Luster. That's the new stuff. It's silver, but it's not like shiny. It's shiny, but it's got a different look to it. And then I'm going to go ahead. It's okay. Glue this down the side of it. Just like this. And it doesn't go top to bottom. It doesn't go from top to bottom. I just kind of center it and give it the same amount on the right to left and the top to bottom, even though it's not the same. Okay, I'm gonna slide those off. To use my take pick tool, and I'm gonna go ahead and put those insides of the screws onto my Hello. And I just let them dry because then it's easier to put them on. Oh no, this is a gold one. Darn. I bet the silver one is in another card. So I'm going to put this aside and hopefully I will find the silver one. I won't look now. As we open them, we'll find them. Because, yeah, darn. Okay, another thing we'll pretend there's another silver piece right there. Until I find it in the other cards. Hopefully I'll find it. I found another gold one. Darn. Okay, so I'm going to take the Blackberry Bliss and I'm going to just add the piece of paper that the cardstock that we stamped. And add this. Jeez, my hands are... And there we go. And then this is going to go right onto the card. Just going to center it like that, and then we get to put all our gears and stuff on. So I took one of the silver gears, oops, added this silver gear on top of it. This one again does not have any, what are they called? Totally brain farted here. The gear, the spinners on the gears, this one doesn't. Put that right in the center. And I'm going to take that, put in there, and I'm going to do that one more time. Oh, found it! I found it! Here's the silver. Yay! There we go. Happy camper now. I do the same thing. For this one. Like that. What else do we have? The big one. I have to tell you, I think what I did was, now that I'm looking, I took little ones and put them around it instead of the big one, because if you look at it, now you see the white. I don't think it bothers me too much. I'm going to let it be. But see, in this, you see the white even when you put the screw. Hold on, I'll show you. Having problems. Even after I put, okay, see how you see the white, the inside? In this, you don't. You see the, all the way down the silver. I don't know if you can see that or not. And what I did was, I think I put little dimensionals all the way around instead, which that makes sense. So you choose. Oh, I gotta put this DSP. I don't think it's gonna ruin the card not doing it that way, but just so you know, that's why you see that little bit of white in this one. This goes right about here. Like that. And now we get to just start adding. And I did stick this up. So this is what I did. I used little dimensionals. And I didn't put it on every single one. I did every other. that. One in the center. I just love the window. I have my windows open, I said earlier, and I hear all the birds singing. I hear them tweeting away. You know, you miss that when it's winter. And you don't get to open your windows and hear the, you know, so we hear the horses neighing too, whinnying, which is cool. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to put that, I'm not going to push it all the way down. I'm just going to gently put it down because I want to make sure everything fits the way I want it to fit. See, I think I want this up a little bit. This one I'm going to go ahead and just glue down. Horses are in now though, so I can't hear them whinnying, but still when they're not in and they're outside still. Put that guy there. Oh, I think I only made one of these. I'll put it here. I should have made two of these. Put this one here. So like that. And then where is, there it is. This guy's going to go here. Just like that. And then this is going to go here with this. And I had one of these under here, but I didn't cut it out, so we're just going to go with the flow for this card, and I'll cut another one out and put it under it because I'll have the hello popped up. So I have to add 3 little pieces here and one of these down here. So we'll pop this up. Everything's sticking. And this will go right here, and I'll slide this piece under when I get it. See this piece right here? I need to cut one more piece out. I put that one here, so I need to get that one here, but I'm not going to make you watch me do that. Okay. And then in here, we just get to add this to a piece of Blackberry Bliss. Like that. I think that's all I did. Yep. Uh-oh. I missed a gear. I need to add one more thing. I stamped on basic gray. Right here on the side, like that. Okay, now we can glue it in, and I got a little marker there. Being messy today. I must have ink somewhere. I better wash my hands real quick. Put that on the inside, and we are done. Card number 2. these are the cards. So I have to add 3 more links here and this silver right there. But the rest is the same. Oops, I lost my silver. There we go. Okay. Let me wash my fingers real quick here. Okay, let's see. Next, should we do the spinners? I think we should do the spinners. Let me throw away some of this. I got the spinners off of Amazon, so Stampin' Up! Does not sell the spinners, but I got them off of Amazon. If I can remember. I'd have to look up the link. If you guys want it, I'll look it up. But this is the card. Colors that I love green and I love these colors, but normally I don't use these colors, so let's see. This has a lot of pieces, like the other ones. So let's go ahead and put this aside. This is 11 by 4 1/4, and then scored in half at 5 1/2. Put that to the side, put that to the side. Let's work on this. We need to glue, this is the paper from the same, I keep having to look, Nature Walk. And this is darker because the piece of paper that it comes from, let's see, this is a new pack, so I should have, it's like red, it's like starts light and gets darker, so I used the darker part already. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. See? And I love this part of it, but I used that already, so I had to use the darker parts. Because like I said, I did a swap, so this was my swap card. One of my swap cards. So I used it. So I thought I have to use this anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. So what we're going to do is turn these over and put some glue on them. And put them down on this Secret Sea. What I do is I line up the 2 on the sides first. So I line it up here first. And here. Yeah, I like the darker paper so much better. But I don't want to waste this light paper. And then put these in the center. And I don't push these down all the way, just to make sure that I have them in a way that I like. You know, the spacing is pretty okay. And that looks pretty okay. Okay. And then I did do stamping on this. So what I did was, let me get the gear. I used one of my favorite stamps out of this. And I used Secret Sea. It's got to be sitting out. I didn't put it back. What did I do with it? I lost my Secret Sea. That's crazy. Okay, I'm out. No, I didn't. It's right where I should have put it. Okay. And I stamped. Let me get my paper again. Some circles all over. And again, it's not going to come out perfect because of the way there's layers on the paper, and that's okay. course, this one's going to be even darker because of the fact that the under part is lighter. And this is the one that I did use spinners on. Okay. And then I also used the ink splat. Ink splat. Let's see, I think I'm going to stamp off so it's not quite as dark. I just put them in random spots. No specific order or spots put. Wherever you think they'll be good, look good to go. Do one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That's all the stamping for the outside. So then we get to go ahead and add this to the front of the card. Like that. Okay, the gears. This is going to be our label. This, we need to do some gluing. I'm going to add some glue here and let it dry it just a little bit because it's going to go on the gold and I don't want it to smear. That, and we can add glue to this. And we can add some glue to this. Lots of glue going on. And to this. Nope, this is going to be popped up, so I won't add glue. While that's drying a little bit, we can go ahead and another embossing. I did a lot of embossing, but I figured with all the metal, metallic paper, kind of had to, right? Not had to, but I wanted to. So let's go ahead. Oops, stuck my finger in it. And I used the same stamp set, Fabulous Sayings, and I said sending love. And I just kind of put it right in the center. It's like a close fit. It's from side to side on this. And this time I used gold. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And this I have to pour, unfortunately. I think, well, maybe not. Let's see, do you think I'm going to be able to get it back in? Nope, I just poured it all over, so let's do it. I'm just going to put this aside, I'll pour it in later. don't think I use it again. I don't think, at least. I don't remember what I do on the inside of this. I don't think I do. No. Okay. Go ahead and start this up. Okay, that whole process does not ever get old for me. I just love that. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side. I'm not going to do that right away. Let me go ahead and add some things now that they're a little dry. They're dry, but they're sticky, so they won't smear that. Oh wait, I popped that up. I didn't need to put glue on this one. I'm going to use the little ones and show you what I was talking about earlier. Remember how I said I put the little ones on this? That's what I did. And then you can see the gold through. So I went ahead and put the little ones here. Instead of one big one, because then you won't be able to see, you won't see the white of the center like I showed you before. If that makes sense. Like that. It's a little more work, obviously. But then when we put it down, you see the gold through it. See how you see the gold and not the white dimensional like you did on the other one. The only thing is now you need to add just a little bit of glue to the little screws. Oops. My goodness. Oh, I think I forgot to put, I might have to cut something out. Dang, what is wrong with me? I can't count. Forgetting a lot of stuff in these things. Just a dot of glue here and here. I know this is so itty bitty. And we'll turn that over. Put that right there. Okay, so that one's done. I think I have an extra one of those. What did I do with it? I remember I did an extra one of the one that I want. Watch, I'm not going to be able to find it. Did I put it in the case? What did I do with it? Remember thinking, I'm going to keep it here because it was from one of my swap cards that I made too many, and it was exactly that one. What did I do with it? Think, think, think. I thought I just put it up here. And of course, I can't find it. I will find it, so I don't have to make another one. But, so, this one is going to go here on the spinner. So, these are the spinners. I will find that. Maybe not this second, but I will find it. These are the spinners. They're small on one side and big on the other, and I never really figured out which side goes where, but it seemed like not to matter when I put them on. So I just used glue dots. If I can find them. And I put glue dots on. I'll show you in a second. I put glue dots on this one side and put it down. And then I put glue dots on the other side and put it down. just put it on the card. And look, isn't that cool? I just think that's so cool. It's a little wibbly wobbly. I think I should have put the bigger side down, but I didn't think it mattered too much. I think it's the way, there we go. Okay, and then I put, oh my god, oh there it is, this piece right underneath here, like that. And then I used the chain, and I put just a little bit of glue. On the bottom of this, like that. And I did let it hang over just a little bit. And then I snipped off the extras. Like that. And this I put on dimensionals. And I put it up here. Right about there. Yes, I have a gear stuck to my finger. Like that. And then I put another screw. Up in the corner. And this came from Stylish Shapes, this banner. Okay, so hope you don't mind. I'm not going to make another one of these because I have another one. I just have to find it because I made an extra by accident. So this one right here would go right here also. But then I did use the extra centers and I added them. One here. One here. And then one up here, but I don't want to put that one yet because I want to make sure that gear is in the right spot. And I have this still, because that's for that piece. So this gear will go here. I just have to find it. I know I have an extra one. Like I said, I don't want to have to make another one if I don't have to. Okay, and then on the inside, we did some stamping. I'll put this guy over here. And that oops, Hazel. I used my favorite stamps out of these. And I used Secret C, and I stamped off and did not stamp off. I used both versions. And so we'll use the non-stamp off first. Man, I really need to ink this up. Look at the difference. This is with it really inked up. Look at that pretty color. Not saying that what I did here isn't pretty, but you can definitely see the difference. I need to change that. I mean, add ink to it. And then I'm going to stamp off and do 2 circles in this more closer to the center. But like here. And here. And you're going to guess what I'm going to use next? Yeah, the ink spot. I really want to use these and do a scrapbook page, so I might just do that. I might not do May scrapbook page with these, because I want to do a Mother's Day scrapbook page, so I'll have to wait for June and do a Father's Day. And it said sending love, and I'm just going to put just because. And that's in Garden Green, along with the splats, the ink splats. And I kind of put it nestled in with those funky circles. And grab the ink splat. And then I did, I think, whoops, I did that full strength. Let me see. Yep, I did that full strength. And I did it under in each of the circles in different varieties. There we go. I know I'm going to get off this live and I'm going to find that extra gear that I made from all my swap cards. Let me close this up. Add it to the Secret Sea. And then we can add it to the center. Or the inside. I keep calling it the center. I guess it's the center of the card, but the inside of the card. And we're done with card number 3, kinda. Like I said, I have to add that gear there. But it'll look like this, except for this one's gonna spin. I apologize. I will find that. Like I said, I put it somewhere so I wouldn't lose it. And here I am. I lost. At least I can't find it right now. Ooh, wait, there's my... Okay, let me clean these little pieces up. Are you proud of me? I'm cleaning up as I go, kinda, sorta. Not bad for me, right? One last card. Now this card is the card that I'm calling a little feminine because it's got flowers. I mean, obviously you can give it to a boy too, but this is this card. And I kind of love this card. I think this is my favorite out of the bunch. So, let's get started. We do one little thing. Uh-oh. Just remembered what I did here. Hold on. Look at what I found. I knew it. Okay, hold on. Look, look, look. I found it. Okay, so that one has the white center, but that's okay. Let me get the spinner out. I knew I'd find it. That was from one of my swap cards that I had extra, and I thought, why am I going to make a new one, right? Woot, woot. Happy camper. Okay, so put the spinner on. Put that on that side. And we'll add glue dot. And we'll put this guy here. Let's see if he's, yep. There we go. And now we gotta add this little X from the center. And we'll add it right here. Oops, now that's too much. Right there. There, now it is officially done. Spinner 1, spinner 2. There we go. And now it's done. Woohoo! That makes me happy, but that's not what I was looking for. I forgot I left this little stamp, and I need that for this card. Okay. I don't know why I have 2 of these. So let's go ahead. I think I cut 2 of everything just because when I cut the paper, that's what I got. Because when you cut it in half, you get another card. Okay, last one, friends. I saved the best for last, I think. I don't know if you think, but I think. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. Mossy Meadow. Oh, and this paper, let me think what it's called. Let me see if I have it over here. This paper is gorgeous. I have the stamp sets for this, and I used some of the dies for this card, but I did not use, I used 1 stamp for the greeting, but I am going to use this in future card class. It's called Delicate Dreams, and it is so pretty. It's got that brown copperish color that I showed you earlier, and in it, so yeah, I used a piece of that just so I can make it. It's got a lot of flowers and things on it, so I can make it a little feminine, but not like over the top feminine. So we're going to go ahead and add this to the mossy green cardstock. Well, I didn't lay that down nicely. Hold on. There we go, that's better. And then we can put this on here on the card front. And then we just get to add all the fun stuff. So I used a gear, but I did it more like what I was thinking this looked like is, I don't know what those things are called, but they used to have in the old days to make the water go. I'm not sure what that's called, but what I did was I used the greenery from this die set, the Delicate Whispers, which that paper comes from, and I took it and I trimmed apart. There's a little area right here that the 2 leaves are attached. I unattached them, if that's a word. And then I just put it in, to me it looks like the wheel of a, what is that called? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? In the olden times, you turn the water to make things go. But I just did that. I kind of wrapped it around The mill, like the mill. Like the mill. Oops. Like that. Just tuck this in. There we go. And I did pop that up. And I used the dimensionals to hold it down too. And I didn't put it on every single one, I just like did it every other. There we go. I put that in the corner. And I cut out a bunch of the flowers from those same die cuts. The Delicate Whisper dies. This Sam set is so pretty. I cannot wait to use it. I just haven't yet, but there's new things coming out. Starting with the new catalog, so maybe I'll do this for next week. It would be pretty for a scrapbook page, for a mom page too, for Mother's Day. And I put this in the corner. Like that. And then I have a bunch of these flowers. I cut out in petal pink. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these. There's this little thing right here. I just glued it on each one of those because I didn't feel like, I don't know, I felt like that's where flowers should go. So that's what I did. So 3 and 4. I'll press it down in a sec. And then paddle boat? No, you remember, I know what you're doing. Yeah, it kind of looks like that too, I guess. But I was like the mills in the olden times, like Little House, I think it was Little House on Prairie, where they go around and around and they turn the water so that they can like do something with the grain. I don't know. I'm probably making it up. Okay, and then we took another green and we stuck it out of here. On this side. And I have the dimensional there. I should have not stuck it down so hard. Hold on. I'm going to pick it up. There we go. Just like that. And I did trim these too. That's that leaf right there. So I can pull it down and glue it down. But I'm not going to glue it down yet because I have some other things that I need to add. And then I used 3. 1, 2, 3 of those. Same flowers. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so then there's this like lattice, and in the lattice you'll see those pieces. See how they're coming out? I use those for the centers of the flowers. So I went ahead and put a dot of glue on each of those flowers. Oop, I had 2 in there. Didn't even realize that. So I put a dot of glue. So I can put one of the centers, that bronzy brown color. each of the flowers. Water wheel. I used the Google. Thanks, Vicki. Yes, you know what I'm talking about now, right? I can't use the Google because I'm on my phone. I don't know if they're still around, except for just for show. I have more over here because they fell out. Okay. And this, I'm going to add some glue and let it sit for a minute so we can stamp our circle. I went ahead and used one of the sayings from the stamp set. Oh, it's in here. The Delicate Whispers stamp set, and I did Hello Friend. It's so delicate. Huh. That makes sense, since it's from Delicate Whiskers. And I did this in Mossy Meadow. What did I do with Mossy Meadow? Pretty peacock. Ah, found it. Mossy Meadow. It's one of my favorite greens. And I took the circle from Stylish. What are they called? Stylish Shapes. And I just put it to the center. Like that. I did not put anything on the inside. No words on the inside. Lose that because it's so small. In this, I tucked like that. Let me add a little glue. Just going to add it to the center because I need to put something underneath it. And then this goes this little like that. And then let's see. This is what I have. This is like the little light bulb. And I took a piece of vellum and I took this itty bitty part. This is part of the light bulb. I don't know what the filament, isn't that called filament? And I did emboss, of course, right? And I put it, and I used the brassy color. I'll get it out and I'll show you. I hope I have it here. Silver, gold, of course. What did I do with it? I left it out so I can use it. What is wrong with me? I keep losing things. I'll take my glasses off because I can't see anything. Bear with me. Hold on. I will find it. I used it yesterday because this is when I made this last card. And I think I left it out so I knew that I had it, and guess what? I can't find it. Why not? This is how the night's going, right? Anybody see it on my little area? That is so crazy. I found it. Okay, so I'm just going to use, it's called metallic copper, but it's really close to this brown, this metallic brown that we've been using. And I'm just going to dunk, just like that. And okay. And I just put a dot of glue where this little dot is here. Because, you know, the vellum, you can see it through the vellum, and we don't want to see it through the vellum. And then I attached it to this. I know, a lot of little things. But I don't know, I kind of like all the little things to count, right? If you don't have to do all the little things, but... And then I'm going to take the chain, and I only need 3 little pieces. And it's going to hang right about there. And I did add dimensionals. What I did was I just took a sliver of this and put it in between the chains. Again, don't have to. It's just a choice of me being me. So I took it and put it here. Trim that off. And then another piece. Right here. And then I put it down. That. And then I took the bulb and put a little glue. We don't need the dimensional because it's on both other pieces. Oops, I moved it. See, this is dimension and this has got dimension, so we don't need dimensionals. Here we go. It'll take a second to glue. And then I'll put if I can find it. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the inside. And I did no stamping on the inside, I don't think. I just used the rest of this chain I had from the front. And I took, again, and I snipped here. This one's a different vine or branch. I don't know what this is, but I snipped it. Oops. And gotta grab onto it. And I added it to it. I'm gonna snip this too. I snipped a couple things here. here and kind of just fed it through however you want to add it. I knew I snipped a few of them. Sorry, thinking hard. No talking. Okay, so it kind of looks like it's coming out and twirled around the chain. Okay, I did not use dimensionals on this one. I just added a little bit of glue. And hit it from the top. I think it used a different branch on this one. Not knowingly, but that's okay. I'll show you the other one. I like the other one better. And then I added the flowers to the inside also. I'll show the other one. I didn't realize, I'll look at the dies, that there were two different dies. Well, I did, but I thought they were the same. You know how Stampin' Up! Sometimes gives you the same dies, so you can do more than one at a time, and that's what I thought we did. But this one is a little bit different. Not bad different, just different. I like the other one better though. And I added these little gems to the centers. The same gems I did for the other oh, my husband's coming home. I was so close to being done before he got home. Just like that. Okay, and then I put this on a piece of mossy meadow. Put it on the inside. And we are done. That wasn't too bad. 2 hours exact, and that was with me talking a little bit in the middle. In the beginning, I mean. That wasn't too bad. But let me show you the original. The original is, I like the original better. See? One, I did a whole nother chain, and two, this is the same thing as I did on the outside, where this one is different. Let's see. See how there's two of these. There's this one, and there's this one, and they are different. I like the longer one for that. So if you purchase this class from me, I will definitely give you 2 long ones. Okay. So that's card number 3. So, or card number 4. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I really like this set, and I will be doing a scrapbook page as long as I don't put it on the last chance and get rid of it before I can. So I think it would be a fun scrapbook page. Okay, let me turn you around and say goodbye and thank you. See, do I do it right? I did. Yay! Thank you so much for coming and seeing me. I looked at my thing and I had 7 people watching me at one time. Oops, did I do something? No, which is very unusual. So I appreciate you. If you need anything or would like anything from me, a new catalog coming May 5th. This class, sign up for Paper Pumpkin and get that PDF. Purchase the product of the month, whatever you need, please reach out to me. 2 long dogs and a stamper. You can reach me at my email, georgies2longdogs@gmail.com, or you can reach me on my Facebook page, Messenger, Georgie's, or 2 long dogs and a stamper. Yeah, so if you need anything, please reach out to me. I appreciate you. Let's make hearts happy, one crafty creation at a time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.